Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Yoga for Skaters YouTube channel. My name is Ace, your friend in yoga and off skates training. And as part of our back health month here on the Yoga for Skaters YouTube channel, I have a very short restorative floor-based practice for us. In this practice, we're going to move through some nice stretches to mobilize the back, to open up the hamstrings and the outer hips, as well as to just bring some relief to that low back. All right, so for this practice here today, all you're gonna need is a yoga strap, or you can use your skate leash. Okay, let's go ahead and meet on the mat. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So for this more restorative oriented practice, we're going to go ahead and come to lie down. We'll be lying down for the entirety of this practice, so make sure you've got your strap or your skate leash close by, and we will get to that. So go ahead and come to lie down. We're going to lie down with the bottoms of the feet planted on your mat. You can keep those heels about hips width distance apart. And just to start, go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. And we're going to start with some breath and really mild pelvic tilts. So as you inhale, go ahead and just with the hands gently tilt the hip points towards the thigh bones, creating a little arch in the low back. And as you exhale, go ahead and relax, just bringing the low back towards the floor. Maybe it even presses into the floor. Good. 2 more times like that. Inhale, tilting the pelvis forward towards the thighs. And exhale, drawing those hips back, maybe coming to neutral spine or even lengthening to the mat. 1 more time. Inhale, little arch here. And exhale. Just go ahead and bring those hips back to neutral. Beautiful. So from here, really gentle, go ahead and just hug the right knee to your chest and interlace those fingers below the knee at the top of the shin. You can extend that left leg, and we'll just take a moment with the right knee towards the chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So release that right leg. Bring the left knee to the chest. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Release the left leg. Bring the right knee to the chest. Good. So moving side to side with the breath, inhaling with that knee to chest. And exhaling to relax and switch sides. Good. Inhaling, we've got that left knee to chest. And exhaling, relaxing that left knee back. Good. 1 more time each side. Inhale, go ahead and draw the right knee to your chest. And exhale, we'll switch to that last side, bringing the left knee in. Good. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, go and extend that left leg way out in front. We'll take that next inhale to reach the arms up overhead, point the toes, maybe arch the spine. And then as you exhale, really gently bring those arms along the side body. Start to hug both knees in. Good. So just keeping the backs of the hips connected to your mat. If the tailbone rounds a little bit, that's okay. We just want to find a gentle stretch as we bring those knees towards the chest. Nothing too tense or overwhelming. Just somewhere you can find 1 more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring those feet right back down to where we started. Good. Heels are that hips distance once again. And we'll bring the arms along the side body, and we're going to do these roll-ups into our bridge pose. So we'll keep that action of the pelvis focusing there. So pressing through the bottoms of the feet, backs of the arms. As you inhale, go ahead and just curl the tailbone up, bring the hip points towards the rib cage, and start to lift your way into bridge. Once you get to the top of your bridge, you can start to reverse that action. So rounding your way down 1 inch at a time. Good. Feeling the tailbone lengthen to the heels as you come all the way to your mat. 2 more times here. Inhale. Go ahead and curl your way up, pressing through the bottoms of the feet, big toes, pinky toes. And then exhaling again, finding your way down. Beautiful. 1 more time, just like that. Inhale. Go ahead and roll your way up. And as you exhale, round your way down. Nice. And then from here, just go ahead and take those feet as wide as your mat. Let the knees drop in on each other. So we're giving the thigh bones, or we're putting the thigh bones in that internal rotation. And as you're in this position, can you take those inhales all the way down the length of the spine, all the way to the tailbone? As you exhale, imagine exhaling from that low back area. Nice. Take 1 more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. So at this point, let's go ahead and grab your strap or your skate leash. One of the reasons I really like the skate leash is because it already has this loop on it that we can use to put our foot in as we move into some hamstring stretches. So we're going to go ahead and extend the left leg, hug that right knee to your chest, and loop your strap around the ball of that right foot. And we'll keep this strap around the ball of the right foot and go ahead and start to extend that right leg. Perfect. And from here, we're going to think about keeping the back of that right hip connected to the floor, drawing the right toes towards the right shin. Good. And then just letting that hamstring stretch happen. And if your hamstrings are feeling really tight, in order not to compromise the length of the low back, go ahead and just let that right knee bend a little bit so you can keep the back of the right hip connected to the floor. Good. We'll take 2 more deep breaths right here. Inhale. And as you exhale, can you reach through the right heel a little bit? Nice. 1 more inhale. Perfect. And then from here, we're going to keep the leg long, and you're going to start to bring that right leg out to the side. So if you want to use the left hand just to press down on the floor as you leverage into that inner thigh medial hamstring stretch, you can do that. And then I'm letting my right tricep just rest on the floor so that the leg can be relaxed. Good. And just letting gravity help you open up from here. Inhale. And exhale. Yeah, we'll take 1 more inhale here. And as you exhale, press through the left arm, lift the right leg back up. Perfect. And then you can gently bend that right knee. We'll undo the strap from this right foot, extend the right leg, and we'll find this on the second side. So again, hugging the left knee to your chest, we'll loop the strap around the ball of the left foot. Take that left leg up to the sky. Good. And then starting to find those breaths just checking in, making sure the back of that left hip can stay grounded to your mat. Knowing that you've got that option to bend the knee if you're working with a little bit of a tighter hamstring. I always notice on my left side, things tend to get a little tighter, so I'm going to keep that knee bend there. And then from where you're at, inhaling. And as you exhale, maybe just reaching the left heel all the way as if it could reach to the sky. One more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale. We'll move into that wide leg position. So right hand can keep you grounded. You can bring that left tricep to the floor and just letting the left leg open out to the left. Again, see if you can keep this nice and passive. We want to keep the right hip point pointed towards the sky, right? So trying not to let ourselves kind of rock over there. And what I find helpful for this is thinking about as I hold this strap, I'm pulling up as I let the leg drop over to the left. Good. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, press that right hand down as you bring the left foot back up. Nice. And then bending that left knee. Good. You can undo the strap. And then just place that strap to the side there. Go ahead and bend the right knee and the left knee. And from here, just to kind of complete this hip area, we're going to find a figure 4. So we'll cross the right ankle over the left knee, and then bringing the left knee towards the chest, you can thread the right arm through the window of that right leg, interlacing the fingers behind the left knee. Yeah. And so as we're here, right, we're addressing the back body. So hamstring stretches, back body, strengthening, mobilization. But then it's also important to know that our low back is just one link in our kinetic chain, and our hips are part of that chain, glutes are part of that chain. So as we move into figure 4 and our final pose, just knowing that as we open up the hip area, we give the low back some more space as well. We'll take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring the left foot down. Yeah, and we're just going to rock this entire figure 4 over to the left. Good. So let the hips rock over to the left. If you want to bring the left hand to the top of that right foot, you can. If you want to find a cactus arm with the right arm, so you can find a little twist here. And we're working, again, just a gentle stretch. So you might feel this through the glutes. You might feel this through the low back. Again, it's gentle. It's soft. If you're feeling any pain or discomfort, don't worry. This might not be a good pose for you. And that's okay. There are plenty of other strategies and postures for low back health. So you might just give yourself a moment in Shavasana as we take one more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, find your way right back. So I'm using my left hand to kind of push that right foot and bring the hips back to center. Good. Go ahead and uncross the right leg, maybe a little press through the bottoms of the feet as you even out the hips. And then same thing on the second side. We'll cross the left ankle over the right knee. We'll hug the right knee into the chest. And we'll find that gentle figure 4 here. Once again, feeling this stretch through the glutes, knowing that we can also get some piriformis release in this particular stretch. So your piriformis, one of those deeper external rotators of the hip. It's one of those muscles that if it's very tight, you'll feel it in the low back. So making sure that we're touching the glutes, the hips, the hamstrings, all contribute to helping us find relief through the back body. Good. Take one more inhale here. And exhale. Go ahead and release that right foot back to the mat. And then we're going to drop this figure 4 over to the right. Good. And so your right hand can rest on the top of that left foot. You might find that cactus arm with the left arm. Reminding yourself this is a gentle practice. A great moment to take a few stretches to do maybe before bed, or maybe if you're just feeling a little stiffer after a session. So these are our passive stretches, right? These are post-activity stretches. So not so conducive for a warm-up per se, but definitely helpful as you're winding down or cooling down. Good. We'll take one more inhale. And then using the right hand to just kind of push that left heel back up. Yeah, we'll uncross the left ankle. Again, you can ground through the bottoms of the feet just to even out the hips here. Good. And then let's take the feet once again nice and wide as your mat. Let the knees rest in. We'll take an inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and drop the knees to the right. Good. Inhale through center. Drop the knees to the left. Once again, keeping it gentle here as you shift from side to side. And if one side in particular feels like a good place to stay, by all means, hang out for a moment. Good. So we'll go a few more times each side, moving at your pace, keeping the breath going. I'm going to take an extra moment on this side. Good. Inhale. As you're ready, go ahead and let's come back to that starting point. Knees in, feet wide. And then go ahead and heel toe those feet right back in line with the hips. We're going to hug those knees right back into the chest. Good. And then this time, we've done this before. This time, can you feel a little more space at the hips, at the glutes? And maybe just hugging those knees in a little bit more this time, if it feels okay, to bring those knees in enough so that your tailbone starts to round up. You can do that. So giving that low back a gentle rounding stretch here. This is kind of like our laying down child's pose. Take one more inhale. Then exhale, go ahead and release. Good. Bringing the bottoms of the feet to the floor. And so we're just going to round out this practice with 2 minutes in a final shavasana, or if it feels better in your body to bring the bottoms of the feet together and allow the inner thighs to find a little opening, you can do that. Wherever you are, though, go ahead and bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And even as we stop moving, can we keep breathing? But from here, just let yourself notice the natural rhythm of the breath. Let yourself notice any feelings that are coming up in the body, sensations. And if you do notice any areas of the body that feel like they might still be holding on, see if you can just direct your breath, maybe just visualizing the pathway of the breath going to that space. As you exhale, knowingly releasing that targeted area, and maybe taking a few more breaths in the same space to find that release, or maybe bringing that breath to another area that might be holding on. Good. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Gentle inhale. Gentle exhale. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, wherever you're at, go ahead and bring the hands behind the knees. Gently bring those knees back to that starting position, feet about hips width distance, knees bent. And then gently hugging the knees right back into the chest. Good. This time, more of a hug for yourself. If you want to rock a little side to side, you can do that. And then just taking your moment to thank yourself for making it to your mat here today. And then extending that gratitude to one another, knowing that we're in this together as roller skaters, as movers, as yoga practitioners. We've all got something to bring to the table. And for each other, the way we can show up is in gratitude. Go ahead, take your time, rock to the right side. Go ahead and press your way up, and we will come to a comfortable seat here. Yeah. And then if you'd like to take a moment to draw the palms together at your heart, you can do that. Maybe a gentle bow of the head. And inhale to notice the length of the spine. And exhale to let go of any judgments or ideas you have about how you should be, where you should be. Inhaling that radical acceptance for knowing that we're right where we need to be right now. Exhaling, gentle smile. The light and the teacher in me sees the light and the teacher in all of you. Shanti, peace, namaste. Go ahead and relax from here. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I know for a lot of roller skaters, the idea of slowing down can be really challenging. For me, it's very challenging. And that's why I like to remind myself that we all need a little bit of this, right? We need to slow down to speed up. We need to speed up to slow down, and it takes each side to make that whole. So give yourself a lot of credit for showing up today. I really appreciate it, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.